Hi everyone, and hi Shubhankar and hi Ipshita. Welcome on board.
Thank
Hi,
you.
Rahul.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Great. ये दोनों बहुत ही amazing बंदे. They're recent graduates, by the way. One guy actually is a fresher. Shubhankar is a fresher. He got to ISME. Now he's working with MuSigma, and Ipshita is working with Bosch right now. And people who don't know Bosch, it's one of the greatest company in the mechanical sector. So she's in HR, by the way. This is really amazing. And Shubhankar, you're working on analytics profile. What is the profile right now?
My profile is a project management officer doing into operations.
Great, great. But MuSigma is big time into analytics as well, right?
Yes, the services are of analytical based, and I mainly work on all the not analytical basically. I work on the project side operation types.
Great, great. So amazing, yeah. So people ask me like, sir, what kind of profiles do I get after doing an MBA? So you first of all you get into the program management office or a project management office, which is like managing a lot of people. So are you into back-to-back meetings? कैसा होता है तेरा दिन? How is it?
Really back-to-back meetings. Every meeting has to be very precise because they have their certain सबको एक अपने अपने they have their own needs and we have to fulfill it accordingly. So depending on their needs, we try to back them up and we just give them solution. This is how you should do it, and then we process it.
Great.
That's how the whole thing. पूरे दिन में तो meetings ही खत्म हो जाता है.
So bhai, the best thing why we are talking in here, we want to talk about like COVID times के अंदर how to get the best job where everything is online, everything is, you're sitting at home and you get your interviews also online. People are still like two minds, मुझे business school join करना चाहिए, नहीं करना चाहिए, effect होगा. But we'll talk about that as well. Before that, Ipshita, now you're working as an HR, so you always thought कि मेरे को HR में ही जाना है?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it was always determined by me before even joining MBA. I was pretty clear that I want to do HR.
क्या बात है, so amazing. And when you were doing your course, did you get through some HR courses which actually intrigued you? Which were the best of the courses which you learned during?
Yes. So I went to Coursera. I did many courses like social psychology, people analytics, and many more. And we were also exposed a little bit to different courses and programs while I was in ISME. So that is one of the advantage. Other than that, I explored a lot on the internet.
Okay,
and
great.
got to understand. I also went through a lot of websites. So there are websites like AIHR where you can read a lot of articles. I used to also read Harvard Business Review articles. So that helps a lot when in a long run. It's not immediately. So we just have to.
MBA does this to you. You know what are HBR case studies, and you go into details, and you know where to find. And and in today's world, if you are really really serious about what you want to achieve in life, everything. I always say this: everything is possible. It's only how badly you want to achieve it. And these guys have done it. Great, yaar. Let's talk about the interview skills. Like if all these people, they're like 100,000, 100K people who are listening to us right now on my channel. So yaar, Shubhankar, what are the few things people need to take into consideration when they're sitting in a online interview with primarily company like MuSigma?
What you do in graduation after doing an MBA is completely different. So that has been taught by ISME. So first of all, that comes at grooming. Even it though maybe online, because we all know due to COVID everything has become online.
Sorry,
even if you apply on campus,
there
even
was
if you
a
apply
small lag. Can you just repeat the last line again? So I'll ask the question again.
Okay.
Yeah. So Sumanka, let's start with you. What are the few things that people need to take into consideration when they're sitting in the online companies and they also want to go to MuSigma and Bosch of the world? What are the few things? I'll start with Shubhankar. MuSigma ke liye, what are the few things which you actually prepared, and how your MBA also helped you to get into that?
So first of all, I am a BTech graduate. So basically, there is a different process of interviewing during a graduation and after an MBA. So ISME really helped me in that. First of all, the first thing that was taught by me in my college, in our college basically, was about grooming. Even though we know everything is online, if you are going to apply offline, that is campus based, companies are going to come campus, or you can go online campus, online based. But so at that point of time, you have to be groomed, because first point of thing is that how you look. The first impression, as we all know, is the last impression. Then comes how you completely get into decorum of the whole interview process. You know, in your HR, how you should understand that your first page of introduction, we all know 15 seconds to 30 seconds are the crucial ones. Which one you should include? Your strengths, how you have achieved, at least to make the HR understand that you are good in this. You have to understand, reading the JD, you will understand what are their needs. framing your introduction accordingly, and then pitching. That's few of the things that have been very much important.
That's great. So to HR की बातें कर रहा है, we got an HR sitting here as well. So we'll talk about our HR experience. Is he making sense, Shubhankar? मतलब ये इप्सिता जो ये शुभांकर बातें कर रहा है, so
Yeah,
HR looks into all
true.
these things.
Yes, that is very much true. Because even as an HR, when I conduct the preliminary round of interview, the basic things with what we look for is how you present yourself. The obvious questions that HR asks, I think everyone knows about it. Tell me something about yourself, or brief me about, or walk me through your profile. So what they are trying to do is just to know your presentation skills, how you present yourself. Of course, we have been through your resume. We know that what you are doing, what is your background, but why again we ask these questions? Just to know that how you present yourself.
Great. Let's go back
So
to
it
your.
helps.
Sorry. Say it again.
Yeah, so I was telling that just to know that how you present yourself. That is the only reason why we asked the question. Otherwise, there is no other reason behind it. Because
Right.
before conducting the interview, of course, we know we have been through the resume.
Excellent. This is so amazing. Let's move in forward and talk about your interview experience at Bosch. So Bosch is a great company. I remember in Bangalore going through that from Silk Board towards Electronic City on the left side, a huge, massive
Yeah.
building. So
Yes.
how to get into this great building, and how was your interview first of all?
Okay, for Bosch, what happened is that was the first company which came to our campus, and it was an online interview for me. As we know, it was COVID times. I was at my hometown that time, and yes, so what that was a good opportunity. So everyone was looking forward to it, and I prepared. I just studied a lot of things, like regular things, what I like, the laws, the labor laws, and many more things. Because in my previous demo interview, that's what was instructed to me, that you should get all these things clear, the labor laws. But to be honest, none of those questions were asked in my for interview at Bosch. They asked me different questions, like it started from the subjects, HR subjects, and they also asked me about some industry related terms which are used in HR, and only a few I knew and few I had no clue about. And I told them honestly that I don't know, but
Okay.
given a chance, I can learn all those things. Like they also asked me for some analytical things and tools that HRs do use. So I told them that I don't know about this, but I can learn.
That's great.
And
That's a amazing tip, Ipshita. Sorry for interrupting, but even if you don't know much in your interview, but you can show that I can learn for sure, and you show your learnability there. I call it the learnability. Then you're going to be making it for sure. That's amazing. So it was about 45 minutes of interview.
yes,
Great, yeah, amazing.
it exceeded 45 minutes.
Lovely. So, what would be the like 4 or 5 tips? Let's go to you guys one or one. Like what these guys should be preparing. One, they're sitting in the interview. You talk about presentation, how you present your answers, making your CV, putting them everything, your position of responsibilities, everything in place. That's one. But Shubhankar, why do you think what helped you to kill MuSigma?
First thing was that, as you said, that learnability. MuSigma, one thing is there that first of all, going through their website, when first tip to the students, when you're sitting into any company's interview, at least go through the company's website. Many good hidden informations are there if you go through the website. You will understand that how you will be able to track the company and what the company would be expecting. So one thing I learned from their own profile of the company's website, that they don't expect experience. I think no company does it.
Right.
They want that learning curve. That is the student, what he have learned is good at it, or had a good base. And later, what if you are going to give them a training, does he have a good learning capability?
Great.
Because if in life we have to learn every day. So
Right.
first thing, as you know, going to the website. Second thing, going to the company's JD profile which you are
Yeah.
applying
So
for.
number
What
one is
looking?
go through the website, learn about the culture, the mission, the values of the company, because you're going to be spending at least 2 years, 3 years in this company, and maybe your
Yes.
life if you love the company for sure. So knowing that, and second is the JD. I will go to Ipsita, and Ipsita, you should finish the job description part because you are an HR. ये number 2 है भाई, go through the job description. क्या क्या चीज़ें लिखी होती हैं Ipsita उसके अंदर? What are things they need to make sure that they understand those?
Yeah, so the keywords, there will be some keywords in the job description. But to be honest, one is not expected to understand the complete job description. Okay, as a fresher, or maybe you are someone who exactly don't understand the entire responsibilities that you have, but there are some keywords that the interviewer is expecting from you that you understand. And to be honest, in an interview you can always say that, see, in this job description this is what was mentioned and I don't have much idea about it, can you please clarify? And the interviewer will happily do that for you, because there is nothing like that that you are supposed to know everything, but you are supposed to know the basics. So I would emphasize on the few keywords that you are supposed to learn, because since you're applying for a job, it is expected that you have a background and you are expected to know a few things,
Right. So
if
number two
not
is
entirely.
great. So number two is job description. Learn more about job description. What the company is going to be asking you to do as well, and then and if you're smart enough, you can plug in those keywords in your interview as well. Like if it's
Yeah,
written,
yeah.
you get into a digital marketing role or a people manager's role, you should be knowing, oh, it's a people management role. Or if it's an analytics role, they're going to make you do some tools, so you should be knowing at least basics of those tools. Or if you can quickly get to Udemy or Coursera, find that tool and just learn bit of the same. That's going to be helpful. Number three, Shubhankar, what's number three? What do you think is important for cracking an online interview?
Number three, when you go through the keywords, the first thing is that learning very, very crucially about those keywords from your college or your mates, as you said. Like ISMA helped me in that. PMO role, it's completely an operative role, and I didn't know about it. So in that case, went to my professors, and really they helped me understand the role.
Wow.
So as Ipshita said, and you also said, you have to know not only the keywords, you have to understand. It may happen you don't know, but at least you can learn the basics from the internet.
Great.
So learnability also shows in there that you are from a different background, but you have gone through the JD, you learn something.
Great.
So
So
that
all,
is one thing.
all the freshers who go into business school, professors are really, really helpful. If you get a chance to go to MuSigma, if you're studying in a great school, ISM is a great school. If you're studying from a great school, there are some professors. I remember Pallavi and Nitin, I mean, who are heading the show there.
Yes.
They're also from, IITs of the world and Carnegie Mellons of the world as well, which is really amazing. I think Pallavi has done some HR courses, Wharton as well. They are, ask your seniors, ask for help, ask for
Yeah.
peers, ask for professors. That's going to be number three if you get a job description in hand and if you've applied and if you got an interview call. Lovely one. Number four. ठीक है. Alright, so moving in forward, point number four. Ipshita, what would be the point number four? They want to crack their interviews. There are all these amazing 20, 21-year-old people who want to get into Bosch and the great companies like GE, Google, Amazon of the world. What's your take on the point number four?
Yeah. So point number 4, if you ask me, I would say be honest and be as authentic as possible. Do not try to fake things that you don't know or claim things that you have no idea about. Just tell them honestly that I don't know, and that's what interviewers and companies do appreciate. You can simply say I can learn, I'll get back to you and I'll explore more on this.
Yeah, I have caught her card by now. ये हर इंटरव्यू में जाके जहाँ पे अटक जाती है, that's a good learning. That's a good learning. Then you can play the learning card and you can say, sir, I don't know this, but I'm ready to learn. You give me time. But your resume should also speak about that you've been learning. When you were
Yeah,
at
but
ISME,
it doesn't mean that out of 10 questions you are not able to answer us at least 7 or 8, and then for all the questions you say I don't have any clue and I'm going to learn. That doesn't work. But
great.
if more than 60 to 70% is expected from you, rest you can say that I don't know, if you actually don't know.
Lovely. Just to adding on that, companies are looking for those people who can actually come to the college के अंदर आके भाई तू कर लेगा, हाँ कंपनी के अंदर सॉरी आके तू सब कर लेगा, हम तेरे को सिखा देंगे, but you should be able to actually learn those things as well. So hence we're talking about learnability
Yeah.
here. Great. So you can be honest, don't bluff is point number 4. Just to add into this one more point. So you are an HR. I mean, you've just joined. It's been about half a year, I would say. But in this entire process, HR has become smart enough to catch कौन झूठ बोल रहा है, कौन नहीं बोल रहा है.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty
Very
much.
much. Yeah.
Pretty much. तो भाई
You learn after a point, after taking so many interviews.
great. And going back to your college also train you on the psychology courses throughout the entire process so that you know कि भाई ये क्या बंदा कैसा है.
Yeah.
Great.
It is very easy to catch someone in an offline interview, though in an online interview it's quite tricky. But yeah, it's in a video call. I can do that. If
You can
ask
do.
me.
By HR is talking, so she can do that if you're bluffing. Don't ever bluff. Let's go to Shubhankar. Shubhankar, what is point number 5 in your mind? What do you think? And maybe Ipshita and we can both add to the same.
Point number 5 to my addition of how to crack an interview. I would say the last of all is that in your learnability capability, you have to justify. being honest, and that the company should understand, yeah, I'm paying you only not to learn only, but what you have done in your college. You have to have that justification that okay, this was मेरे course से ये हटके था, this was not in my course, but I did that. This is my extra add-ons. Playing on your strengths, showing also 2 to 3 points you can play on weakness, but in such a manner it should show a positivity. So
Great.
playing on your strengths and justifying your learnability during your college time. In ISM also we got various opportunities to learn which was not in our course, but they gave the opportunity and we took it and we learned.
True.
That is the justification, and also you're playing with your strengths.
Lovely. So, like for example, now you spoke about in my college, I learned this. So, my justification question would be like, what exactly did you learn, Shubhankar, in your college? What you're talking about right now?
To be honest, I am a business analytics student, and I didn't know statistics in my whole life. So that was the most important thing, that you have, for an analytics student, you should know how statistics works, because ultimately analytics go into machine learnings and all. So that was one of a challenge, no doubt in that. That learning statistics, understanding how the whole process works. And other than that, I did courses which were offered by our college from Coursera. That was from Excel, the complete course. Then Tableau was also introduced in the first year of our initial, which we all learned. Not only me, Ikshita also learned.
Oh,
That
nice.
was really hard stuff. Yeah. So that is one thing. Learning different courses offered by college.
This is
So
so
other
amazing.
than our main course.
Great. So I asked him a question. He was able to cover up with a nice way, which is really amazing. ये थोड़ा test भी हो गया so that they can understand the whole perspective. So boys and girls, if you want to get to the MuSigma or Bosch of the world, prepare so hard in your business schools. If you're a fresher or a 1 year experience, and you can also nail these companies. This is so amazing. Yeah, top 5 things. Any parting thoughts, Ipshita? Any parting thoughts to all our listeners? If you want to tell something.
Yeah, I would say that make the best use of this 2 years, guys, because this is something. The program, the business curriculum is entirely different from any other conventional way of teaching. Whether you talk about engineering, arts, BCom, BA, whatever, MBA is totally different. It gives you the flavor. The essence lies in getting exposed to a lot of domains and then trying out things that you have probably never done before, and you never knew until you came to a B school. So that is the best part of being in a B school. And my only suggestion would be to explore as many things as you can.
That's
And
so
trust
amazing.
me, this 2 years will be the best years that you have ever lived. So for me,
Bang
I think for
on.
most of us.
Bang on. That's so amazing. Shubhankar, any parting thoughts for all the people who are listening to us?
The only thing, just adding on to Ipshita's note, that being honest and being the best use of yourself, which yes, not only being a BCom, be a what are you, BTech or BSc, whatever it is, MBA is really a different domain. Even I got my chance to explore myself. Like, I didn't know how I have some capabilities, but it was the opportunity in MBA which I got. So you will get to learn yourself. You have to just put in your honesty into it, that you be honest with yourself and do the best out of yourself. College will always help. Our college helped us a lot, really.
Great.
As you spoke of Pallavi ma'am and Nitin sir, both of them were approachable. Like, we got to know them. They helped us many sessions. So MBA is a different level stuff. Seriously, you will
Great.
really help it out if you just enjoy it and
I
know
can
yourself.
so feel that you had a great time. So boys and girls, these guys are from both of these guys are from ISME Bangalore, and they're doing really amazing under the right leadership for sure. This is so amazing, yaar. Thank you, Shubhankar, for your time, and thank you, Ipshita, for your time. May God bless you in all your endeavors. Andar jaake chhakke maro. You're already inside the best of the companies right now to work with, and keep killing and keep the flag high and keep working hard.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Rahul.
you
It
so
was a
much.
pleasure talking to you.
Same
It was
here.
really
Thank
a
you so
pleasure.
much. Bye,
Thank you.
Shubhankar. Bye, Ipshita. Take care of yourself.
See you. Take care.